Okay, so you know how sometimes you come across a book and it doesn't just like give you facts, but it really shifts how you see everything, your world, society, even your own personal struggle.
Absolutely. Some books just hit differently.
Exactly. Well, today, that's what we're diving into. St. Augustine's City of God. It's this, well, massive work.
Truly monumental.
Right. And we were looking at a recent review calling it a rare masterpiece. So our mission here is to unpack why this book, written, what, 1,500 years ago?
Around that, yeah, as the Roman Empire was facing huge challenges.
Why it still feels so incredibly human and relevant. We're trying to give you a shortcut, really, to its core wisdom without you having to read, 1,000+ pages.
It's definitely worth understanding, even in essence.
I was just, well, fascinated by this idea from the review. How can something that old still reshape the way you see life and feel deeply human?
It's remarkable, isn't it?
It is. And Augustine, he digs right into these huge questions we still ask, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah.
why is there suffering? Why do great powers, great empires eventually fall?
Universal questions, really.
And the big one, maybe, where do we actually find real peace, real meaning that lasts? It's kind of startling how immediate those feel coming from
It
him.
really is, and what's key is how he tackles them.
Hmm.
Especially, like you said, writing this right after Rome itself had been sacked in 410 AD.
Yeah.
That's the backdrop.
Wow, yeah. Talk about context.
Exactly. So he draws this fundamental distinction. He talks about the city of man versus the city of God.
Right.
The city of man, that's basically our everyday world. Human ambition, politics, power struggles, fleeting pleasures, and, yeah, often chaos and big disappointments.
Yeah.
It's driven by self-love, Augustine says.
The world we know,
Oh,
essentially.
pretty much. But then he contrasts it really sharply with the city of God. Now, this isn't like a physical place up in the clouds.
Right.
It's more a spiritual community. It's defined by a different kind of love, love for God, seeking something beyond the self. It represents hope, real justice, eternal meaning, things that, outlast empires and earthly failures.
So you're saying the fall of Rome, the suffering, that's not God failing, but it's sort of inherent in the purely human setup.
That's a big part of his argument, yes.
Yeah?
The city of man, left to its own devices, is inherently unstable because its priorities are, well, temporary and often self-serving. He shifts the focus for where to find true stability.
That's wow. That's a powerful way to frame things. And you read that, and it just hits home, doesn't it? You immediately start thinking about your own life. Am I putting my energy into something lasting, or am I just, chasing the next thing, the temporary wins in my own little city of man?
Exactly that. It prompts that deep self-reflection.
It makes it feel incredibly relatable, not just some ancient history lesson. Like he's talking right to you about your own goals and worries.
And that's a huge part of its unique appeal, I think. The review mentioned this compelling mix of intellect and heart.
Intellect and heart, yeah.
It's not just dry philosophy or theology. Augustine is deeply emotional in the text. He's honest about his own struggles, his frustrations with the world. It makes reading it feel more like an experience.
An experience rather than just reading a book.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yes.
you're sitting down with this incredibly wise mentor figure, someone who challenges you, sure, but also understands doubt, offers some comfort, and ultimately kind of pushes you towards something higher, something more enduring.
That sounds incredibly profound. But okay, for someone maybe not steeped in classical philosophy or Augustine, how do you even start with a work that dense? To get that experience, is it just a tough slog?
Well, it's definitely something you wrestle with. I wouldn't call it a slog, though, not in a bad way. It's more like an engaging dialogue.
Okay.
The review kind of hints at this. It's not about speed reading. It's about spending time with one of history's really great minds. Think of it as a journey, maybe, not a sprint.
A journey. I like that.
He makes you rethink basic ideas, like happiness. What does real peace look like? For Augustine, it isn't just no fighting. It's about a soul that's rightly ordered, connected to something eternal.
So finding peace within, aligned with God, basically.
In essence, yes.
Yeah.
He's really asking, where do you place your ultimate hope? Because earthly things, earthly institutions, however good they might be sometimes, they just can't ultimately satisfy those deepest human longings. They're part of the city of man.
That makes a lot of sense. So City of God,
Huh.
it really isn't just history or philosophy. It sounds like an essential journey, like you said, for anyone looking for that deeper perspective on life, philosophy, spirituality, all of it.
Absolutely. It engages your mind and your heart. It's a workout for the soul, maybe.
A workout for the soul. Love it.
And maybe just a final thought to leave folks with, connecting it all. given these timeless questions Augustine raises about what actually lasts.
Yeah.
What might it mean for you, listening right now, to genuinely invest in something lasting in your own life? How would you even begin to consciously shift focus away from the purely temporary stuff, the inevitable disappointments of the city of man, towards building something that, truly endures?
That's a powerful question to sit with. Definitely something to mull over.